only man on the panel today. Joining us right, a very brave man, yes, with all of this estrogen here. His name is Ryan Blair, and here is his brand new book. It is called Nothing to Lose. Can you guys get a shot of that, please? There it is.
There we
Nothing to Lose.
Perfectly
The
fitting.
subtitle is How to Find Your Passion, Fire Your Boss, and Become an Entrepreneur.
Like it.
Welcome, Ryan.
Welcome.
Welcome. I want to give Jen a quick chance to respond to the question, and I'll let you respond as well. And the question is, you know, given this economic environment, Ben Bernanke, the head of the Fed, came out earlier today and said, it looks like we've sort of crossed the Rubicon here in terms of the worst of the economic news, but unemployment is still going to stay really high for quite a long time. And so my question is, what are you guys seeing as small business owners? What are you guys seeing on the ground in terms of hiring, not hiring, the uncertainties of what's coming down the pike in terms of government regulation, new taxes, Obamacare, and the rest? Jen.
Well, I definitely see consumerism increasing. I see our sales getting a little bit more steady in growth right now, which is a good thing. In terms of unemployment, and I've been saying this for the last year and a half now, and someday I hope somebody hears me before
we all hear you.
Another year and a half passes. But what I don't understand our government hasn't done yet, and looking at these unemployment numbers consistently being where they are, is if you give small business owners in the U.S. a tax abatement for a year, the hiring would be instantly increasing.
True.
And instead, entrepreneurs are pretty savvy, smart, opportunity-driven people. What we're doing now instead is doing the joint ventures and doing the strategic partnerships. And so it's great for entrepreneurs to have a new sense of business model and business structure and opportunity within that new perspective. It's unfortunate for the other people who are in that unemployment status because we're doing this differently. Small business owners drive employment in the United States or not.
Absolutely, 70% of all new hires.
And in fact, if you look at the existing jobs market, it's not getting better. Right now the jobs are being census jobs, road repair jobs, and I mean that's not the government jobs, right? That's not the America that is going to lead the way to the future. We need to inspire a new generation of entrepreneurs. We need to get people to actually create their own employment, you know, quit fighting for jobs and start creating their own jobs. And I mean, and that's what America was built on, you know, as opposed to these too big to fail packages. You know,
endless perpetual bailouts.
Yeah, and perpetual bailouts. I mean, the auto industry once was a guy named Henry Ford, who was an entrepreneur, who created this thing called the mass industrial age that we have here today as a result of being an entrepreneur, and we need to stimulate that. Otherwise, I fear that we're not going to have the America that we have today or that we're used to.
So how do we do that? Because you're all very young. So how do you reach out to younger people? I mean, it's separate and distinct from your own small businesses and the hiring that you guys are doing. How do you reach out to younger people?
Well, I think that's part
of the reason why we've written books.
Exactly. And speak. That's why we're doing all of our speaking. I mean,
universities, high schools.
I'm on Facebook. I'm on Twitter. You know, we need to create. We actually have this cause on Facebook that we call Generation E, which is the entrepreneurial generation. We're attempting to get as many people behind it as possible. You have to mentor people. You have to help people learn this subject because it's not taught in school. These books here are how you learn to become a successful entrepreneur.
I mean, and having books allows you to go to college campuses. I mean, even without books, but having books allows you to go to college campuses, get your books in the bookstores, reach out to high schools and speak for free if need be to really spread the message. You know, it's as simple as one of my 5-year-old daughters last night, I was sitting on the floor with them and they were building this little box and I was working and my daughter said to me, "Do you like working?" And I said, "I actually love working because it's like playing. I never feel like I'm working." And she looked at me and I said, "It's exactly like what you're doing right now. If you were a jewelry box designer, you're actually working, although it feels like playing." And she looks at me and she goes, "So then I could sell these boxes."
And you're like, "You got it. You got it. You got it. Right.
But you know, one thing is more people ages 50 in this day and age are starting businesses than ages 24 to 34. So it's not just a young person's sport. There's a lot of people that are career